The greatest cartoon characters of all time. Classic television. Exciting football in the spring. This is the USCFL Network, celebrating 40 years of excellence.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Well, when I told it to let go, I didn't expect it to do so abruptly. Shira, are you all right?
I lost. For the first time, I lost.
You didn't lose. It was a tie, and you would have outpulled that thing in time. I know you would have.
Would I, Cowl? I'm not so sure. Not sure at all.
Wait, she can do that?
Greetings, cartoon and football fans, and especially fans of She-Ra. This is Bob Mozark of the USCFL Network, welcoming you to this final competition between the She-Ra of yesterday and the She-Ra of today. For 13 weeks, and for the final time, we are pitting one episode from the new series in chronological order against one episode of the original series chosen at random. We invite you on YouTube to weigh in with your comments and scores. We are using the same scoring system as in football, from 0, 2, 3, 6, 7, or 8 points. The selections for the original series will not be compared to the new series in terms of similarity, except for one case, and no episode featuring He-Man will be shown. Last week's score was changed on account of Adam, our junior moderator, who liked the original episode better than the new series' first episode and gave it 7 points. You on YouTube can do the same by simply leaving your comments and scores. After round 1 and with the scoring change, the score is now 7-3 in favor of the original She-Ra. After we take a commercial break, we shall begin round 2 of Season 5, She-Ra Showdown.
That's raw power, energy. That kind of energy starts here with Wheaties, breakfast of champions. You get protein, wheat germ, vitamins, and iron. It's a great tasting way to get the kind of energy you need to do your best. So give them a try. Wheaties, breakfast of champions.
Man's best friend? Depends on the man. Depends on the dog. Depends on the beer. But when a man has been working like a dog, well, he wants to come home and find something that seems to make it all worthwhile. Now, a cold nose is just fine. But a cold Budweiser, well, that's even better. Taste, smoothness, drinkability. Well, you tell him, partner. Put a collar on man's real best friend, Budweiser. Right, pal?
Budweiser is the king of beer. Budweiser, but you know that.
Pee-wee Reese has a way with Dodger rookies or Sandlot youngsters. Pee-wee, you do a lot of work with boys.
Not work, Al. I like baseball and kids. I enjoy helping teenagers start right.
Oh, that's around shaving age. And you give them pointers on personal appearance, too?
Yes. A boy has more self-respect when he's clean-shaved. I tell him to use a Gillette razor, Al.
You said it. The Gillette Super Speed Razor. And today there are 3. Light for sensitive skin and most younger men. Regular for average skin and beard. Heavy for men who like the heft and feel of a heavier razor. Each is different, precisely engineered. One has the right blade edge exposure, edge angle, and weight to shave you in a breeze. Comfortable, good-looking shaves you may never have had before. And convenient, you change blades and rinse clean so. Choose your Gillette Super Speed Razor. $1.29 with Gillette Blue Blade dispenser and handy travel case.
New Camaro, Super Hugger. If it were just an ordinary Sportster, Chevy might have introduced it at the ordinary time, but it isn't, so we didn't.
I drive my Camaro from the mountains to the sea. Won't you wait and take a little ride with me? La, la, la.
Chevy built a whole new car from the road up with an improved road-hugging suspension that lets you feel the road without feeling the bumps. With all this go, you get plenty of stop. Front disc brakes are standard.
Isn't this a little too much? I said you could use my Camaro, but not all the time, Dad.
Okay, if that's the way you feel about it, I'll save up and buy one of my own.
New Camaro, the Super Hugger. See it at your Chevy dealers. After all, it's not how young you are. It's how old you aren't.
Romeo, oh, Romeo. Well, what art thou, Romeo?
Here, sweet Julia.
My garbage is ready. Oh, 'twas 30 pounds of garbage.
My, how strong these are. What are they? Hefty. I can read.
Quickly, take these as token of my love.
This is a token of her love.
The second episode of Season 5 of the new series is entitled Launch. As it starts, Adora is weakened to the point of exhaustion due to the lack of sleep. Bo is trying to get her to accept her body's needs, but one after another of the rebellion members come into her tent to seek her leadership on the planning of the rescue of Glimmer. Eventually, Bo chases them off and remains in Adora's tent to guard over her to ensure that she gets the sleep she so desperately needs. Meanwhile, the other princesses are adrift without Adora to lead them. Mermista reluctantly steps up to figure out what to do next. Entrapta continues to irritate the others with her gleeful reaction to each new demonstration of the Horde's advanced technology. The location now shifts to the command ship of Horde Prime. One of his clones discovers Katra lurking outside of Glimmer's prison cell in violation of the standing orders that no one is to attempt to communicate with Glimmer. Horde Prime possesses the body of the clone to scold Katra for her continued disobedience. The clone then takes Glimmer to Horde Prime, who offers to end the violence on Etheria in exchange for delivering She-Ra to him. However, Glimmer sees through his plan and refuses. Mermista, Frosta, Perfuma, and Scorpia decide to act on Entrapta's suggestion that she can reverse engineer Horde Prime's communications to reveal the location of his command ship if she can get close enough to the Horde spire. However, Entrapta is so obsessed with observing Horde technology that she is unable to restrain her impulses, and the presence of the rebellion squad is revealed. The princesses vent their frustrations with Entrapta and their doubts of her trustworthiness. Entrapta reveals her own self-doubts and commits to the rescue of Glimmer. Mermista promises Entrapta that she can go into space on the rescue ship if the location of Glimmer can be verified. The princesses fight off the spy drones and Horde clones, giving Entrapta the time she needs to triangulate the location of Horde Prime's command ship. However, she also discovers that Horde Prime is sending reinforcements that will prevent the launch of the rescue ship. The princesses hurry back to the camp where Adora sleeps. Adora is having another vision that doesn't give her any answers, but helps her understand that she should not be worrying about knowing her destiny, but rather she should simply help her friends and leave thoughts about her destiny for later. Adora wakes up refreshed from her much-needed sleep and leads the others to her spaceship. She, Bo, and Entrapta will go and rescue Glimmer, while the others will stay behind to fight and give her the time to leave Etheria before the Horde embargo becomes too tight to allow her to leave the planet. King Micah uses his magic to appear to look like She-Ra, which focuses the attention of the Horde troopers away from Adora's escape. This episode had a lot of character growth. Entrapta sees how her obsession with technology makes the princesses mistrust her. Mermista steps up to the leadership role. The princesses come to trust Entrapta, and Adora learns that she must not drive herself into exhaustion if she wants to be at her best against the Horde. Katra and Glimmer share an unspoken moment of need for each other, and the rescue of Glimmer is now underway. I give this episode a 7. We will now pause for another word from our sponsors before concluding today's reviews.
Certs is a candy mint. Certs is a breath mint.
Stop! You're both right. New Certs is 2 mints in 1. Stops bad breath in seconds. Tastiest mint of all. Yes, only new Certs gives you 2 mints in 1. Look, Certs is a revolutionary new kind of mint. Certs captures all the fresh, clean flavor of a mountain stream, all the frosty coolness of falling snow. What's more, Certs contains a golden drop of retsin.
the miracle breath purifier that makes your breath clean and fresh. Yes, Certs is the one mint that gives you both. Stops bad breath in seconds, tastiest mint of all. So get new Certs. Remember, only smoother, tastier Certs gives you two mints in one. Handy pocket roll comes in assorted delicious flavors. C-E-R-T-S. Certs.
Batman calling Robin.
Come in, Robin.
Robin here. What's up?
Secret documents have arrived. Pick up and deliver.
I'm on my way.
It's the Batman base station, and it actually transmits and receives up to a quarter-mile away.
I've got the documents, and I'm about to bring them in.
Has a Morse code sender, a flashing light signal, and is so strong it even picks up CB radio messages.
Hello there, good buddy.
Batteries not included.
I've got your documents, Batman.
Good work, son.
Batman base station with Morse code sender and flasher button. Batcoder walkie-talkie sold separately by Migo.
It's an age-old problem with a two-door car. Should you wait outside to let rear seat passengers in first, or... better wait inside. But then if you... Wow. Don't bother prettying up, Ma, because when they get out... Yep, same story. But you know there's a way to get rid of that dilemma. The new 1953 Plymouth brings you a brand new idea in divided seats. A 1/3, 2/3 division. Same clearance getting in and out. And much more convenient up front. The easy exit seat, standard on all Plymouth two-door models. Just one of many new convenience features in the beautifully different 1953 Plymouth. First car in the low-priced field to bring you the luxury of a truly balanced ride. See the new 53 Plymouth.
And say, there's good news about Plymouth prices. They're substantially reduced on the whole line. All 9 body types.
Out of the land of the tobacco plant come a tall, hard-riding, long, lean bloke, feared by his friends and enemies alike, called by the name of Johnny Smoke. Johnny Smoke. Johnny Smoke. Where are you heading, Johnny Smoke? How many saddles will be empty tonight? How many men will lie still beneath the sky? How many tears will be shed because of you? How many more will die? Out of the land of the tobacco plant come a tall, fast-drawing, long, lean bloke, feared by his friends and enemies alike, feared by all who come to know the name of Johnny Smoke.
This week, it is the turn of the classic She-Ra to go first. The episode chosen at random is The Time Transporter, episode 79. As the episode starts, Bo, Madame Raz, and Broom, and Cowl are celebrating at a festival, celebrating She-Ra's victory over Hordak's attempt to use the Doom Balloon to attack Castle Valley View. Meanwhile, in the Fright Zone, Professor Tempest proudly shows off his new invention, which he calls the Time Transporter. It will allow changes to the timeline of Hordak's defeats to change them into victories. Professor Tempest demonstrates by doubling the lightning projectors on the Doom Balloon, which makes it too powerful for She-Ra and defeats her. Meanwhile, at the festival, Bo and Madame Raz are surprised to see Horde troopers standing guard over the town and its castle. They head to tell Adora what has happened, and she and Bo decide to pay a visit to Hordak's lair to see what he is up to. There, they are eventually captured and are brought before Hordak as Professor Tempest is going to demonstrate how a meteor storm can be used to forestall She-Ra overcoming the eclipse ray that was threatening Castle Brightmoon. Now that they know Hordak's play, they escape with the help of some sneezing powder. Bo goes back to warn the rebellion, while Adora transforms into She-Ra and blasts her way through the walls of the lair into the room with the time transporter, where she tricks Hordak into destroying it. She hurls the remains of the projector into space and then must stop the meteor shower from changing history. She asks Swiftwind to circle Etheria counterclockwise faster and faster until they go back in time in an homage to Superman the movie. She-Ra then transforms her sword into a giant bat and pulverizes the meteors. This episode was easy to understand, however there are some unresolved plot points. Even though the time transporter is destroyed, what is to prevent Professor Tempest from building a new one, especially since it was shown to be a powerful tool against the rebellion? And what happened to the Horde troopers in command of Castle Valley View? Despite these minor things, this was an overall good episode, and I give it 6 points. We will now pause for a word from our sponsors before reviewing the next episode from the new She-Ra series.
The kitchen floor. Ordinary dirt like this wouldn't be a problem to clean. But when it gets covered with grease like this from cooking smoke, the grease forms a film that traps the dirt on the floor. That's why you need Top Job. More than half of Top Job's cleaners are grease cutters. So Top Job has cleaners that cut the grease and cleaners that get the dirt. Grease gone, dirt gone, problem gone. Top Job.
No matter what shape your stomach's in. Shape your stomach's in. When it gets out of shape, take Alka-Seltzer. Alka-Seltzer relieves the flutters, calms the nervous feeling, relieves heartburn, relieves the stuffy feeling, and relieves a headache. Better than any other antacid. Better than anything you can get without a prescription. Anything. Alka-Seltzer. It's the best. On any stomach.
Deep inside the Johnson's Wax Laboratories, a special kind of car cleaner is being blended into a new kind of wax to create push-button paste waxing for your car. New Instant J-Wax. Inside, the hard wax suspends itself as millions of wax molecules for easy spreading. That's the speed waxing secret of new Instant J-Wax.
Just push the button, spread it around. Dirt comes off, wax goes on. Real wax you can feel. Now buff it lightly to lock in the luster for months to come.
You're done in half the time. Paste wax protection with push-button ease. So let it rain and watch that water bead. There's nothing like J-Wax to put between your car and the weather. J-Wax. Regular in the economy can. Instant in the new push-button can. J-Wax.
Lemon pea, stranger. Jell-O. Jell-O brand gelatin. If it was there, you'd eat it. Jell-O. If it was there, you'd eat it. But the best place for America's favorite dessert is your refrigerator. So to help remind you to make it tomorrow, put a box of Jell-O brand gelatin out tonight.
This is tea. Filling a cup. Not with indigestion. Not with nerves. Not with sleepless nights. This is tea. This is calm stomach, quiet nerves, deep sleep. This is tea. Steaming, hot, hearty, delicious, invigorating. The lift that leaves you with a nice, warm glow. so good for you. Make it hefty, hot, and hearty. Take tea and see.
Welcome back, fans of She-Ra. Today's scores added to last week's amended scores give a result of 13 for classic She-Ra and 10 for the new She-Ra. Be sure to tune in next week for round 3. This is Bob Mozart from the USCFL Network signing off.
You know, maybe there is no intelligent life out there in the universe after all.